Deadly ICE-involved shooting, the community's reaction. We are there live.
And a house fire in Viroqua, the extent of the damage and what we know so far.
Plus, a life sentence under appeal. Adam Fravel challenges his conviction in the Madeleine Kingsbury case.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Tensions are high in Minneapolis tonight after an ICE-involved shooting.
It left a 37-year-old woman dead. The victim has been identified as Renee Nicole Good, according to the Minnesota Star Tribune. Authorities say she was shot in the head in front of a family member, that she was a U.S. citizen and not a target for an ICE-related arrest. According to police, the woman was trying to leave the area when an ICE officer drew his weapon and fired multiple shots. The video of the shooting drawing two dramatically different views from the city's mayor. But first, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is
Following the shooting, residents were seen outside the La Crosse County Sheriff's Office earlier tonight, protesting ICE agents and ICE activity.
Today, a civilian observer was murdered by ICE, shot 3 times in the face, and we're not going to tolerate that. I don't think anybody in this country should tolerate it.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk is live in Minneapolis. Grace, set the mood for us.
People here in Minneapolis are sad, frustrated, and angry by what happened today. Throughout the day, crowds have gathered where the incident took place. The number of people out here has decreased, but protesters are still going strong, coming out with things like flags, posters, and flowers. Crowds gathering where an ICE agent fatally shot 37-year-old Renee Good Wednesday morning.
She put in reverse, backed up, and then went forward into the right just to get away from them, and that's when they shot her.
They're out here being aggressive against people that are not trying to be aggressive against them.
Community members say they're devastated by the news.
The sadness is for her, her family, the whole situation. This is something that can be or could have been avoided, in my opinion.
2 memorials were set up for Good, one where she was removed from her vehicle and the other where first responders treated her. Hundreds attended a vigil at the site that evening, bringing flowers and lighting candles in her honor.
It feels devastating. It feels like, things are going to go to a next level, and I hope that is one where we all continue to fight for justice, but also stay safe.
It's unclear when things are going to wrap up here, but the street is still closed for people to come and visit the memorial. In Minneapolis, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace, and stay with News 8 Now on air and online for continuing coverage of the deadly ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis.
A News 8 follow-up. More ICE agents were spotted in Eau Claire County, this time at the courthouse. The sheriff tells us they were on the ground floor. Agents were spotted making calls, then left.
Tomorrow, the man convicted of killing Madeleine Kingsbury is back in court.
News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the newsroom with what attorneys expect to see. Jadius.
Yeah, the Minnesota Supreme Court will hear oral arguments tomorrow as Adam Fravel's defense asks for a new trial. Adam Fravel was convicted in November of 2024 of first-degree murder of the mother of his children, Madeleine Kingsbury, and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Now his legal team is asking the Minnesota Supreme Court to review his conviction.
It's very difficult to get a new trial. The reason why Mr. Fravel would be asking for a new trial is because he's been sentenced, he's going to prison, he's not getting out, there won't be any parole, so he's there forever. So he has nothing left to lose.
With the oral arguments set to be underway, the appeals process can still be long and complex, which Lau says can reopen painful emotions for the victim's family.
I think that any time that the sentencing is over, that the family now knows that he's in prison forever, that's good news. However, when they hear that there's going to be appeal, it's bittersweet because it's not technically over.
Now, Fravel is expected to appear at 9 a.m. and News 8 Now will be there tomorrow for coverage. Live in the newsroom, JDS McGee, News 8 Now.
But we definitely have mild temperatures once again, with many areas climbing into the 40s with some afternoon sunshine. Others had more clouds and more 30s, but all in all, mild for this part of January. And right now we're currently in the low 30s or the upper 20s. So basically these temperatures are a couple degrees above what our average high should be this time of year. So mild conditions persist. Now, fog condition tonight, not as much as what we've seen previous nights, but overall I think we will see some of it develop, especially further north you go. But all in all, visibilities are generally above 4 miles, occasionally drop here and there. So some mist out there, but overall not seeing anything widespread fog yet. Temperatures, as I mentioned, mid to upper 20s, near low 30s, so all in all still very mild. As you plan the morning, it should be a quiet start to the work day. We're only going to be at 32. You have cloud cover increasing quickly as we go through up at the noon hour, getting up to about 39 degrees. So once again, I think a lot of areas may hit that 40-degree mark in the afternoon. Fog potential looks a little bit more likely, or at least a period of it will clear before we get more low clouds throughout the rest of the morning, getting up to 35 with calm winds and once again quiet conditions. Now we do have a lot of rain in the forecast, quite a bit for Thursday afternoon and evening, a turn to snow, and then we got even more snow potentially for Friday and Saturday. So we'll explain and track all that out a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. A Wisconsin logger is rushed to the hospital after a tree struck him in the head while working near Viroqua. The accident happened this afternoon at a property on Brush Hollow Road. Sheriff Torgerson says the logger was wearing a hard hat. The man was transported to Vernon Health by Lafarge area ambulance.
Jackson County deputies arrested a Black River Falls man this morning on child pornography charges. 22-year-old Peyton Little George Dietzler was taken into custody after deputies issued a search warrant at a Brockway residence. The arrest stems from an Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. Little George Dietzler is charged with possession of child sexual abuse material and remains in the Jackson County Jail. Jackson County deputies also arresting a Sparta man for his 7th OWI offense Tuesday night. 42-year-old Leroy Woodworth was pulled over on U.S. Highway 12 in Brockway after reports of erratic driving and speeding. Field sobriety tests led to his arrest. Woodworth was already on probation for a previous felony OWI and is a registered sex offender.
A late entry, but polls call him an early Democratic frontrunner. Former Wisconsin Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes is running for governor this year. It comes after a 1% loss to Ron Johnson in the 2022 Senate race. He says he's the most well-equipped Democrat to lead the state through a, quote, critical time.
We see a presidential administration that's quite frankly left people behind in their most difficult moments. Costs are rising in almost every aspect of life. Everything costs too much. And we need real leadership that's going to stand up and demand more, to reject the status quo, to reject the Washington way and do things the Wisconsin way.
A breakdown of our full interview is on news8000.com, where you can also catch our interviews with other Democratic and Republican candidates.
The Viroqua Fire Department responded to a house fire this morning. The home is on Center Street. The flames were spotted by a stranger. A dog was inside but died. Firefighters say it took about an hour to put the fire out.
Arrival, we had smoke and flame showing from the rear of the house. There were no injuries. No one was home at the time. No injuries to the tenants, or the residents, or firefighters. There was a dog that had perished.
Right now, no word on the cause of the fire. A semi-fire shutting down parts of County Road K in Genoa this morning. The truck caught fire near Highway 56. Officials say it was contained to the back of the cabin. No one was hurt and no word on what caused it.
Organizers of the John Van Riper golf outing presenting a $5,000 check to the Holman Area Fire Department today. The money comes from proceeds raised at their September event. Fire Chief Ryan Ostrang says the donation will help them upgrade critical medical equipment.
What we're going to be putting this money towards is a cardiac monitor that can do blood pressures, read heart rhythms. It can do more than what a traditional automated defibrillator can do.
The check presentation taking place at 4 this afternoon.
Still to come, new travel restrictions hit local Hmong families. The federal ban blocking visitors from Laos.
Plus, the bid for Warner Brothers, Netflix, or Paramount. Find out after the break.
Tomorrow at 5, the murder made national news. We're in Minnesota for Adam Fravel's appeal. Plus, your car could soon tell if you're happy or sad. And Art is tracking rain when we see you at 5 a.m.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Winter can actually be the perfect time to replace those old drafty windows. Nothing will keep you more comfortable in your home during the winter than new windows. And our certified master installers are highly trained experts that will install your new windows properly while reducing exposure to outside elements. We'll take out your old window and place in your new window in less than 5 minutes on average. Ask how your winter installation can save you money and make you more comfortable in your home.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
In Los Angeles, Nick Reiner was back in court today for his arraignment. Reiner arrived with a newly shaved head. He's facing 2 counts of first-degree murder. The 32-year-old is accused of killing his parents, Rob and Michelle Reiner, last month. In one dramatic court moment, his lawyer quit. Reiner was then appointed an attorney.
Wisconsin's Hmong community is reacting to a federal travel ban. Effective January 1st, citizens of Laos are not allowed to enter the United States. The travel ban bars citizens of Laos from coming to the United States or applying for U.S. visas, including those for work, study, immigration, or tourism. The U.S. government says it's for national security enforcement. Hmong Americans are saying this policy limits their ability to connect with family members living abroad.
This is an issue that immediately impacts Hmong Americans because we aren't able to reunite with our families. But in the long run, this is a policy that attacks all Americans at all class levels.
The U.S. government says the ban is also in response to high visa overstay rates among travelers from Laos.
Now to developing news, the U.S. military seizing 2 Venezuela-linked oil tankers today. New Pentagon video shows American forces taking control of 1 tanker in the Caribbean. In the North Atlantic, the U.S. also capturing another oil tanker formerly known as Bella. The White House says both vessels were connected to Venezuela and part of ongoing sanctions enforcement.
Oil blockade, the quarantine of oil out of unsanctioned or stateless vessels continues.
President Trump announced that Venezuela will turn over between 30 to 50 million barrels of sanctioned oil to the U.S. to sell, with proceeds benefiting both countries.
Nicolas Maduro's capture is still going viral. The reason, the Nike Tech sweatsuit he was wearing during his capture. Online searches and social media posts about it are still surging. The Nike jackets have sold out in several sizes and styles.
Warner Brothers is staying with Netflix for now. The board told shareholders today to reject Paramount's takeover. Paramount offered $30 million per share of stock compared to Netflix's $27 million. The Netflix deal allows the company to split as planned.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, definitely a lot of rain that'll be going on Thursday afternoon with a change to snow. But then we even got more snow that could impact travel going late Friday night into Saturday. So we'll time all both of those out and show you how much we might get coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
The New Year's sale at Slumberland, up to 50% off list. Get your choice of these best-selling Lazy Bear recliners for just $5.55. Get a Sealy mattress for just $2.99. Pay no interest for 36 months with approved credit. Only at Slumberland.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms, but just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
AbbVie could help you save.
The New Year mattress sale at Slumberland. Up to 50% off list. Get a Sealy Queen mattress for just $2.99 or a Sealy Posturepedic for $5.99. Get 60-month financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. Save big, only at Slumberland.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Yeah, one thing we're going to have to keep note of or keep watch on is we're going to have a lot of rainfall coming, especially further south you go. And with snow on the ground, that melting along with rainfall on frozen grounds, you're going to have quite a bit of runoff or ponding. So low-lying areas, poor drainage areas will probably be piled up with water. And rivers, it's probably the smaller creeks and rivers could see rises, especially tomorrow evening, given the amount of water that's going to be coming into the system. Not expecting ice jam situations too much yet, but still that is one concern. One river is always a concern, usually is the Kickapoo right now, and there is one area that looks to be getting into action stage with the amount of water, and that's near Reedstown too. The other ones are not yet. We could see more of this, and like I said, there's a lot of points in some creeks that we don't have a forecast for, but definitely keep note if you're living near some of these locations that do tend to kind of have poor drainage areas because the amount of rain is going to be pretty excessive. This is a warm system. It's developing all the way down south. We're going to have an interface with this system up the north, but the main moisture is with this one that's developing in eastern Colorado and New Mexico right now, lifting up. So it is warm, and for the majority of the precipitation we get, it's going to be in the form of rain. And really, as you wake up tomorrow morning, should be quiet. We'll have high clouds further south, low clouds lingering to the north, so not in the way of too much sunshine, but there could be a few peaks early on. And then as we go in the afternoon, really, you see some breaks here and there, but eventually afternoon, we'll really start seeing that cloud deck begin to lowering, and then the precipitation will come back in towards about, you're looking about maybe 2 to 3 potentially for Prairie du Chien. It's going to lift from south to north. By the time we get to about 3 to 4, potentially that you'll see La Crosse get the shield, and really it's going to go from no rain to coming down pretty good. As you see, there's quite a bit of yellow on there indicating steady light to even moderate rainfall that'll push up towards Eau Claire. Eau Claire will see maybe more light rainfall than actually moderate rainfall, but look at all this yellow sitting right there. That is coming down at a pretty good clip. So basically from about 6 to 8 p.m. we could see some moderate rainfall. Of course, a lot of areas, especially further south and west, you go to La Crosse. Here's that changeover. So by the time we get to about 9, at least Rusk County to some of the areas further to the west, northwest of area like Wabasha up to the northwest of that, could start seeing that transition. That transition will come at some point overnight before it wraps up, and there's still some questions on exactly when that'll happen. But La Crosse, probably closer to about midnight, and then everything wraps up snow-wise by 2 to 3 in the morning. Now look at this precipitation. This is rainfall for the most part. Some of this at the back area is more kind of rain and snow, but we're looking at potential some inch totals here, and even more as you go further in southern Wisconsin. So the good news is we don't have a huge snowpack overhead for the area in this, but still that's quite a bit of rainfall going in. Now snow amounts, it really kind of depends on when this turn goes to snow. Right now, one of the things, as you can see, this one indicates not in the way of much precipitation, snowfall, minus stuff to the northeast. Now, if that transition occurs earlier, which is still a possibility, some of these areas from basically Austin, Minnesota up to Ladysmith, that little area stretching down to maybe Preston, you're in that 1 to 3 wet snow amount. So we'll have to keep track of that. That shouldn't be a road issue going into Friday morning, given our temperatures are going to be at or above freezing. But we could see a little bit more snow than we were expecting. Just depends on when that transition occurs. This system for Friday night and Saturday is looking a little weaker because it's not really coming together as one. You see a cold front to the north, a system well to the south. So we will get snow with this, but the amounts are kind of iffy and right now fairly light. But I think we will see some impacts. And even Chicago, for you Packer fans down there, that game's looking more like it'll have snow than actually rain going on. Otherwise, we will cool down Sunday, but then we're going to jump right back up in the 30s with some minor precipitation chances next week. So really watch the drainage going tomorrow. Sub pumps, we talked about that.
Yep.
That could be an issue going on with the amount of rain that could be falling tomorrow along with the snow on the ground.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, conference clashes. The Viterbo women's basketball team looks for back-to-back victories. Plus, the UWL Eagles with their sights set on a top 5 upset on their home floor. Those plus the News 8 play of the week. Jacob is next.
Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices during the New Year's sale at Home Furniture.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Save big money this new year at Menards. Get organized with Closet Culture Closet Kits. Find the size and style you need to match any home decor. This closet kit is $372.55 right now. Save big on Knauf fiberglass insulation. From cut-to-length rolls to pre-cut bats and blow-in insulation. Menards has everything you need to add comfort and energy efficiency to your home. Get this R11 craft-based roll on sale now for $11.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Your life, your money, your way. Ultra's A-Plus accounts are made for you. No monthly fees, no minimum balance, no hassle. Now that's something to dance about. What are you waiting for? Open an account online today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, we've been talking about how the conference races in the high school ranks are starting to take shape, and the college scene as well. Some teams in lacrosse looking to pick up a league victory tonight. Two highly thought of WIAC foes meeting tonight at Mitchell Hall for a hoop showdown. Second quarter action here. It's Grace Nupp getting the contested stop and pop floater to fall. Eagles up by 1. Then with just seconds left before halftime, Katie Wakaw nails a 3-ball, and lacrosse walks into the locker room with the lead. But the Titans come out of the half with a response. Sammy Byer puts her defender on skates and sinks the fadeaway to take the 1-point lead. Then not too long after that, it's Abby Inda with a spin in the lane and a layup for 2 as Oshkosh once again holds a 1-point lead in the fourth. And Sarah Hardwick drains a late 3 for the dagger, and it's Oshkosh taking this one over lacrosse 55-48. And it was a thriller on the men's side up in Oshkosh. UWL had a 14-point lead at half. Titans came back to send it to OT. UWO outscoring lacrosse 19-13 in the extra period. Sam Grieger with 46 points in the loss. Eagles dropped to 11-2 on the year. The Viterbo women also in action this evening, hosting Indiana South Bend. Third quarter, it's the Bangor alum Nora Tucker draining the 3-pointer. She had 16 points on the night, but the Titans are up in the fourth. Perla Teko Folly bullies her defender in the paint for 2 to make it a 1-point game. Indiana South Bend responds. Aubrey Booker makes the tough layup to lead, and then with under a minute to go, Brady Chambers catches a pass in stride, drops the ball in for 2, and it's the Titans taking this one over Viterbo in a close one, 78-72. And the V-Hawk men not able to notch the win on the road against the Titans either, as they drop a close one by 2. Central grad Colin Adams with a game-high 23 points. Viterbo drops to 3-10 on the season with the defeat. Bucks down at the Chase Center for a matchup with the Warriors tonight. Giannis leading the way for the Bucks with 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. On the other side, the Warriors enjoying an 11-point lead with Steph Curry putting up 14 points at the half. And it is Wednesday, so that means it's time for the News 8 Play of the Week nominees. Kicking things off, nobody has been able to stop Calvin Lekowski this season. Black River Falls senior has the most goals in the state with 33 of them. Here's one of his 4 the other night in the Tigers' 5-4 win last Friday. Some great stick work on display right there. Staying on the ice for option number 2, this is Brooke Borkenhagen of the Cooley Region Cyclones coming back on the ice after a penalty for her second goal of the night. The Bangor senior tucks it home top shelf. Next up, it was total domination by Sparta's Gabrielle Björkman last week at the Tammy Effinger Invite. She took home first place in the vault, bars, beam, and floor. This is her beam routine where she scored a 9.575. To the basketball court we go for number 4. Braden DeLong of Onalaska was a spark plug off the bench last night to win over Central. Some great body control by the sophomore. He puts a little bit of English on the layup to get it to go. And lastly, this also from last night, the Kickapoo Panthers getting fancy on the fast break. Randon Deschant throwing it off the glass for the alley-oop for the 6'8" Arlen Walter, who rattles the rim for the Jam. So there are the options to choose from. To cast your vote, head to news8000.com. Under the sports tab, click on Play of the Week, and the poll will be front and center. Voting is live right now, guys. Already lots of votes and shares, which is a good start for 2026. And also, I did mention I had a personal goal this year to read one book. That was one of my New Year's resolutions.
Right.
I bought a book today. So
What was
I
your
forget
book?
I forget the name of the
title?
book.
What?
I forget the name of it.
No,
already.
you know the title. You're
No,
just being shy.
I actually forgot. It's a thriller book though, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm so proud of you. Oh my
$10 bucks,
gosh.
and you know where I got it? You'd never guess. Hy-Vee. So
Hy-Vee?
I got good books there, Hy-Vee.
Ah,
Good for you, man.
Yeah,
This is
let's see what
awesome.
you can do.
I like it.
When I start it, we'll find out. But
Okay.
at least I got step 1.
Step
I
1
want
done.
you to share the summary afterwards.
All right, we'll do.
Nice review
Thanks,
of it.
guys.
All right, more news right after this.
Ring in the savings at Ashley's New Year's sale. For a limited time, shop Hot Buy starting at just $2.99 and pay no interest for 5 years when you shop in store. Shop the season's must-have looks today, only at Ashley.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Something wasn't working with my feet.
Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
I went into the Good Feet store and bam.
They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Give me a second while I find it here. The change to my monthly health insurance bill. The most basic plan went up $12,000. Because Congressman Derek Van Orden got his way, they took away our health care tax credits. I don't know what I'm gonna do. How can you do that to another human being? We need to tell Congressman Derek Van Orden to stop raising our health care costs.
It's Ashley's New Year's sale. For a limited time, save up to 40% on select New Year styles. Plus, you can pay over time with no interest for 5 years when you shop in store. Shop the season's must-have looks today, only at Ashley.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Australia police rescued a sea turtle from an unusual location.
Officers found the animal abandoned in the front yard of a suburban home near Karratha, a city in Western Australia. Police released the turtle at Back Beach in Mulataga this weekend, swimming away unharmed.
I purposely didn't watch this video beforehand, so this whole time you were reading it like
I didn't even get to see the video. I can't do both.
Almost like it was standing upright. Oh, what's happening to me?
What are you doing? I wanted to go
poor workers just trying.
It looks heavy, but I'm glad they were able to take it back to his natural habitat. Hopefully it wasn't too far away.
All right.
Good little adventure for him. All right, Greg has final look at your forecast right after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Working with Maxwell White was amazing. They were professional, answered all of my questions.
I give Maxwell White my highest possible recommendation. Maxwell White did a fabulous job on our shower.
5-star plumbing service done right.
In the heart of Wisconsin dairy country, there's only one place making cottage cheese, and it's right here in Westby. Since 1903, Westby Cooperative Creamery has been farmer-owned and community-driven, crafting wholesome cottage cheese the same way for generations. And with a new investment in modern technology, we're ensuring our tradition continues, fresher, safer, and more sustainable than ever. Westby Cooperative Creamery, the only cottage cheese maker in Wisconsin. Farmer-owned, Wisconsin proud.
This cozy season, we invite all of our neighbors to make their bathroom the coziest room in their home. With quick installs and a lifetime warranty, we bring quality upgrades right to your doorstep. And we won't just leave you there. Our experienced team will be there every step of the way. Plus, with our easy financing available, you're able to get the comfort you want today on a budget that works for you. So upgrade your cozy room this season with River Valley Remodelers. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now, I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now, I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's.
Control is everything
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
From clog drains to new faucet installations, we've got you covered. Since 1994, we've served homeowners across the area to make sure their plumbing is done right. So call us today and see what done right looks like for your home's plumbing.
All right, could have a little bit of fog tonight. Shouldn't be dense or widespread. Wet for Thursday afternoon. The commute going home, it's going to be quite a bit of rainfall, especially further south you go. Moderate rainfall. With the amount of rainfall that we could get, we could see ponding of water. You could see ditches actually fill up with water. Even a few rises and creeks, too, as we look forward to that. We will turn to snow eventually some point Thursday night. We'll see how much we get out of that. Shouldn't be too much.
All right, that'll do it for us tonight.
Have a great night.